In this Let's Play live stream at Mahjong time, I'm going to need my mic. That was a mulligan. In this Let's Play live stream at Mahjong time, we're going to be playing Hong Kong Mahjong. This is the easiest version to learn. It's a lot like Rummy. Some people liken it to poker. I guess there are some similarities. If you're new to the game, look for a link to this quick reference. This has all the scoring. It really does have the simplest scoring. It's a pretty short list. Relatively, I suppose. The rules are on the back. This live stream will be interactive, so there will be some chit-chat with the viewing audience. I'm going to try to focus on the gameplay and minimize my interaction a little bit. I'm new to that approach, so bear with me as I'm on a learning curve. Good to have you here at the live stream. Welcome. Evelyn and Dan, Pamela is here. JL, hi. You've got the reference card out and ready. Excellent. Okay. So let me just share what my personal baggage is with this version. Because I play American Mahjong, I tend to want to play big hands. So I see opportunities for big hands, like a flush, which is all one suit, or a half flush, which is one suit with any combination of winds and dragons. Sometimes I'll see all pung, which is all three of a kind. You got to have 4 blocks in a pair, incidentally, if you don't already know. And there's 4 of every tile. So when you're building these big hands, there are players who will play all chow, which is 3 in a sequence. And typically they are quicker to build and relatively simple. Sometimes they can be complex though. So that's my challenge. I tend to want to play big hands. And when I play at a 0-point table, more times than not I lose, because I'm going for those big hands, and there are players who like to play the all chow quick wins. So I've been trying to train myself to play at 0-point tables and go for chicken hands. That is when you have 0 points in your hand, and you can still win if there are no minimum points. So let me know what you think about that, and if anybody else feels the same way coming from the American Mahjong player base. I think players who play Asian versions don't have that baggage, because the Asian versions are typically a quicker game, and some are more defensive than others, specifically Ricci Mahjong. So Hong Kong Mahjong is a very fast-paced game. And so is Taiwanese, incidentally, which is very similar, but it has an extra block, 5 blocks in a pair. So with Hong Kong Mahjong, 4 blocks in a pair. Your blocks can be 3 in a sequence, 3 of a kind. Since there are 4 of every tile, you can also have a 4 of a kind. And hopefully we'll have a example of what to do when that occurs, because there's a little something you got to do to even out your hand. So let me just catch up on chat to see if anyone had any questions, and then we'll get started. Hi Sue, welcome. You got a news hand for American Mahjong, I guess? It's the Turtles race? Turtles race? It's really quick compared to American Mahjong. Yes, Pamela, I agree. Oh, Trish says she adapted to it quickly with the 0-point tables. Well done. Oh, Evelyn says she has to get up every few minutes. Has been sitting too long. And your feet are swelling. Oh, yeah. I'm supposed to be walking, and I'm not doing too well with that. So I understand that problem. All right. Well, what would you guys think about playing a school game to begin with? Is anybody brand new to Hong Kong Mahjong? Write #new in chat if you're brand new to the game. If we have anybody new, we could play in school games and take our time and talk through the process of getting your dealt hand and figuring out what to play. School game is fine, okay. Yes to the school game? Oh, it's up to me. Okay, let's do one school game. And then we'll play at a 0-point table for a few hands. And then maybe we can compare it to an 8-point table where the hands will be harder and you'll have a longer time to build because everyone will have to meet a minimum. Does that sound like a good plan? It was, okay, Lorraine said she just got out of a 12 game, 1 round. It was tough. Oh, how did you do? Hi, Peg, welcome. Oh, thanks for coming to the live stream, though. It's good to have you here. And if I don't catch you taking off for dinner, bon appetit. Okay, so let's go ahead and go into Mahjong School. Mahjong School, and there are levels. So if you click on game name, you have 1, 2 ones because there's somebody already at 1. Anytime someone is at one of these tables, another table will spawn and then you can play at that table. So there's a 1, level 1, level 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just look at what that means though. Level 5. I don't know if I've ever played in school games for Hong Kong Mahjong. Let's just start at 1 and experience it together. Here we go. Oh my goodness, Lorraine, you came in second? That's really good. Kudos. All right, here we go. Hong Kong Mahjong. 4 blocks in a pair. And this is a 0-point table, so we're going to go with the quickest win possible. In this case, we have a pair of dragons. Any 3 of a kind, also called a pung, is worth a fawn. So let's just go for that. We do have chow potential. There's a chow right there, 6, 7, 8 in cracks. So let's discard isolated tiles like this 9. Let's start with that. Sound good? We have 1, 2, 3 pair. If you play all pung, all 4 of a kind or 3 of a kind, the guideline I've been told in the past is that it's good to have 4 pair in your hand at the deal to play all pung. So the idea is that you'll be able to call tiles to complete those pungs quick if you already have the pairs. So we only have 3 pair, therefore I think we should play dragon pung and that's it. And then a mixture of anything else we can get. So the score will come from the dragon pung. We're in East C and the wins correspond to the flowers. So each flower has a number on it that correspond to the winds. 1 is east, 2 is south, 3 is west, 4 is north. So if you get your own flower or the flower for the wind of the round, which I'll explain in a minute, then you'll get a fawn for that. There are 4 rounds in a game of Hong Kong Mahjong. East starts with the dice, and they keep the dice until they lose. When they lose, the dice go to the next player, and so on until the dice get back to the original East. So for that first round, it's called East round. Then the dice go to South, and it's South round, and so on. Oh, no, it goes to South. Every player gets a chance to be East for that round. Then, when the dice get back to East, it is south round. So if you get a flower for the wind of the round, you will get a fawn for that. That or your seat. We're in east seat, it's east round, and we have our own flower. So that means, let's see here, no flowers, own flower or season. Pung, let's see, now I'm confusing myself. I don't see a flower for the wind of the round. So I don't recall now. I'm a little rusty, I think. We'll have to see. Right now, that's our seat. So let's just see how it goes. We'll discard 9 dot.
9 dots.
Okay.
4 characters.
For 0 point min, it doesn't matter anyway.
6 bamboos.
Well, that's true. Let's pung.
Pung.
And then we'll discard this 8 bam, since
8
it's
bamboos.
isolated.
1 dot.
This is a 0 point table up
7
here.
bamboos.
East round, 0 points first deal.
3 bamboos.
Let's chow. And it really doesn't matter which one.
Chow.
We'll discard 4 bam. So we have a chow 1, 2, 3 bam, a pung of 6 bams. Then we have a 6, 7, 8 chow in our hand in cracks, and we have 2 pair. Either one of these pair
3 characters.
can become a pung, giving us a winning hand. If we pung the 5 dot, we will have a chicken hand or a 0 point hand. We will have
5 bamboos.
some score because of our flower.
5.
But the tiles in the hand will have no value. If we pung the 5 dot,
1 bamboo.
if we pung the green dragon though, we'll have a fawn because any pung of dragons is a fawn. So that's preferable.
7 characters.
We're going to pass because we already have a chow.
9 characters.
Hi Terry, welcome. No worries.
4 characters.
Oh, okay. Ted is asking about Ricci Mahjong.
9 characters.
I do know how to play, but I'm a beginner. I'm a novice, I would say. Is there much of a difference between a beginner and a novice? I know the scoring elements,
White.
the yaku,
Pung.
and
5 dots.
I know the game mechanics. So we're going to go ahead and Mahjong. This will be a 0 point hand, but we'll take the win. So we have no value for our hand because we took a pung for the 5 dot. If we had waited for the green dragon, we would have had some value there. But the hand itself is 0 fawn. And the fawn here that we have, this 1 fawn, is because of our flower. We have a season of own wind. And you can see there's a 1 and it says SPR, that stands for spring. So we have our own season. All right, so that was 0 point hand, and we're playing with robots, so we can go around and see what they're working on. This player's playing a half flesh. They have 1 suit with any combination of winds and dragons. That's a nice hand. That's 3 fawn. 3 fawn for 1 suit with winds and dragons. We were mixing suits, and we mixed chows with a pung in different suits, and that's why our value was low. Here, they have 1 suit with a combination of winds and dragons. That's why it's called a half flush. A full flush is when you have all 1 suit, like all dots. Here also, they have a pung of dragons. That's a fawn. They're in south seat, and they have a pair of south winds. If they had a pung of that wind, they would get another fawn for that. They have a 7, 8, 9 chow, or they have 2 potential pungs. one with the 4, one with the 7. So they have a nice setup here for all pung half flush. Dragon pung, pung of seat, wind. Let's say they got that. That would be 3 fawn for half flush, 3 fawn for all pung, all 3 of a kind. So that's 6. They would have gotten another for the dragon, that's 7, and another for the south. So that would have been an 8 point or 8 fawn hand. The max score you can get for Hong Kong Mahjong is 10 fawn. So this would have been a really nice hand. This player, it looks like they could have maybe played all pung, dragon pung. They're in west seat. Oh, I forgot to look for flowers here. This is south. They have their own flower too. So they would have gotten 9 fawn because they have their own flower. That would have been a really big hand if they had taken it to fruition there. So for this player, though, they're mixing suits, which is okay because all pung, or let's see, they have enough pairs in here and a pung in their hand to play all pung. They do have a potential chow, though, with the 1-3, which would have brought their score down a little if they did a chow and then had pungs and mixed suits. So if I were this player, I might have tried to play all pung. Pung the north, pung the red. Or pung the red and keep the north for my pair. Maybe even discard the green and be ready to win on a 2 dot. If that dragon pung came in, that could have been the score, 1 fawn. Let's see, they have west seat and they have a 1 and a 2 flower. So their flowers would have no value. Okay, this player, all pung, all 4 of a kind probably. They have a Kong. This is the 4 of a kind I was telling you about. Now, it looks like they have a situation where they drew into their own, let's see here. Oh, the game, let's see, they claimed a discard to complete the Kong. So that's why it's stacked like this. I haven't played Hong Kong Mahjong in a while, so that might be a new thing. Usually, I thought I remembered these to be flat. But because it's turned on its side, that's a discard. So they had a pung in their hand, and they claimed a discard to Kong. So they have, and it's counted as a pung, incidentally. So they don't have too many tiles, even though they have 14 tiles because of that Kong. It's actually counted as a pung once you declare it. So they have 2 pungs exposed, and then they have 2 pair ready to pung, and then they have singles 4-8 east. Now, one thing they could have done is chow the 3-4 and play a chicken hand, which is 0 points, if they did that chow in a different suit with pungs. So I hope that helps with your understanding of how the game works. Okay, so let me just catch up before we go to a regular game. Okay, so could have had 7, 8, 9 and crack. Could have had 7, 8, 9 and cracks. Let's see here. We have 6, 7, 8. Do you mean me? We already had a 6, 7, 8. So one of the things I was taught is don't break a chow to make a chow if it leaves an isolated tile. So there was a 9 crack discarded. We could have chowed 7, 8, 9, but it would have left us an isolated tile. So that would be breaking a chow to make a chow, leaving an isolated tile. It's better to just keep it concealed in that case. It's situational, though. Is that what you're talking about, Dan? The 6, 7, 8 and 7, 8, 9? 7, 8, 9 crack? You can't see the tiles very well? Let me go over here. Oh yeah, it's kind of covered up. Yeah, it is covered up. It's kind of hard to see. The player here to our left discarded 2 9 cracks, but we had a 6 7 8 from the beginning. So we had a concealed chow with those tiles already. And I kind of like that strategy. Don't break a chow to make a chow if it leaves an isolated tile. Now, if you break a chow to make a chow and you have other tiles that you can use with the tile left behind, then chow. Because then you can use the other tile to make another chow or maybe even a pung. Yes, this is, well, it's technically not a chicken hand because I have 1 fawn for my flower. So the hand overall with the bonus tiles is 1 fawn. So if I were playing at a 1 fawn table, I would have qualified to win. Here, though, the tiles in my hand have 0 value because I'm mixing a chow in one suit with pungs in another suit, and I have no valued honor. The valued honors are wins that are your seat, and I'm in east seat, or the wind of the round, and it is east round, or any pung of dragons. Those are the valued honors. Karen says there's kind of a confusing point dual usage in Mahjong time. You mean the fawn and points ratio? 1 fawn equates to 8 points. Let's see here. If you look at the quick reference, there's a chart on the bottom right. So 1 fawn is actually 2 points, but those points are played by the other players. So you, if you win by discard, you get 2 points from 2 players and double from the player who discarded the tile. So you get 2, 4 plus 4, that's 8. So the total value in payout is 8. So when you self-pick, everybody pays double. It gives points for your win, but aren't they the same kind of points as you need to meet a minimum? Okay, well, when you play at an 8-point minimum table, that equates to 3 fawn. So you would need to make sure that you have 3 fawn accounted for the tiles in your hand plus your bonus tiles in Hong Kong Mahjong. Are the bots stupid as well? They look like they know what they're doing at this table. We've got some, one of these hands was a 9-point hand. That's 1 from the max. But this, I believe this particular table will deal this, the wall is the same. So if you play this again, you're going to get the same tiles. That's why it's scaled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The intent is that you play each of those levels to get comfortable with the game and the decision making, and then you go play at fun games with live players. Okay, let's see. Chips aren't mentioned anywhere in the game. When you play at a school game, you don't win any chips. It's just to practice decision making and get used to the interface. Oh, good. Karen says, finally figured out the point thing. It took me forever to understand the difference in the app between minimum points versus payout points. Yep, there's a ratio. And that's where this little chart at the bottom of the quick reference can help you get used to that calculation. Mary says, but at an 8-point minimum table, you need to have 3 fawn to win. That is correct. 3 fawn. So for example, a go-to for 3 fawn would be a half flush. Because that all, if you have any combination of one suit with winds and dragons, that's 3 fawn. Or if you do all pung, all 3 of a kind, Even if you mix suits, that's 3 fawn. Also, if you have 2 flowers of your own, let's say, and all chow, because all chow is 1 fawn, that's 3 fawn. That's another way. So it's just kind of an a la carte plan. Let's see. Chip's comment was the chart is pretty good explaining the fawn and points. Okay, good. Playing at a high point table. By playing at a high point table, the bots. Oh, Karen says the bots might have good hands, but they won't win. That's what Slava says, but I don't know. I haven't played in school games much, so I haven't experienced it myself. Can you talk about Kong points? Okay, sure. Hi, Barry, by the way. Nice to have you here. For Kong, in Hong Kong Mahjong, there's no value. Well, with one exception, I should say. Let me just look real quick. Because there are, when you have there are 2 ways that you can declare Kong. You can have a pair in your hand, claim a discard to declare a pung, a 3 of a kind, and then later draw the 4th tile. Use that tile to extend your pung to a Kong. When you do that, you take a replacement tile from the back of the wall, or in this case, they have a flower wall. Let me just show you this real quick here. For Hong Kong Mahjong, do you see how these tiles here are dark? They're darker than this wall here. This is a flower wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and it looks like it's a feeder wall, so it's always going to be 7 long. Let's see, how many flowers do we have out? 1, 2, yeah, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 flowers out, and the flower wall is 7 stacks with 1 short. Because we have 6 flowers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, 7, 8. All the flowers are out, actually. So the flower wall was replenished. So you have what's called a flower wall. It's made up of 7 stacks. In some versions, those replenish from the back of the wall. In some versions, they do not. They stay static, and you just drill through it, and when it's gone, it's gone. And in some versions, you just pick off the back of the wall, and there is no flower wall. When you get your replacement, you just pick it off the back of the wall. And you pick and discard through the entire wall. When you have a flower wall like this, where the tiles are dark, you end right before this dark pile. So you go to the end of the other wall, and then once you get to that dedicated flower wall, you stop. This is another reason why this is called a dead wall, because you don't go into those tiles. So that's going to be a variation, and it just depends on the rule set that you play by. So when you declare Kong, 4 of a kind, you get a replacement tile. You take it from, and that's why we have another tile off of here, because somebody declared a Kong. So they declared the Kong, and they took a replacement tile. Otherwise, they wouldn't have enough tiles for their hand. You always have to have 13 tiles in your hand, plus the 14th tile that is either your pick or your winning tile. So once you declare the Kong, you take a replacement tile, your hand is flush then, or your hand is whole, and then you discard to move the game along. The other way that you can declare a Kong is if you have a concealed pung, concealed 3 of a kind, and somebody discards the 4th tile. You can declare Kong, and you lay out the 3, and you take the 4th to make it the 4 of a kind, and then you take a replacement tile, just like the other way. The other thing that you could do, though, and a lot of times I'll do this for Hong Kong Mahjong because there's no value in a Kong, and we'll get to the exceptions in a minute, but when you are playing a chow game, a chow hand, 3 in a sequence, and you have a pung and then draw the 4th tile, you could potentially use that 4th tile in a chow instead of dedicating it to a 4 of a kind. So that might give you an extra block of tiles just by holding it. Could give you some flexibility instead of declaring that 4 of a kind. So let me just pause and see if I have any more questions, because there are 2 other situations where you can get value from declaring a Kong. The Kong itself will not give you the value. So I hope that bit helps, and then I'll explain one more thing about Kongs. Does that help so far, Barry? Kong points aren't any different with the scoring on this app unless it's an all Kong hand. That's one of the exceptions. There are actually 3 exceptions. The replacement tile thing, yes, that's one of the exceptions. The flower wall is all the flowers minus the Kong replacement. Well, the flower wall is made up of 7 stacks. It's basically one of the other names of it is a ghost wall or dead wall, because it is the equivalent to a hand, 14 tiles. So it's a dedicated flower wall in this version. It's not flowers per se, but it's where you take replacement tiles for flowers, which are bonus tiles, and Kongs. Otherwise, you will not have enough tiles in your hand if you don't get the replacement tiles, because the bonus tiles cannot be in your hand if you want to win. And the Kong, you have to get a replacement if you declare 4 of a kind, because you need 4 blocks in a pair of 3. The Kong is counted as 3 once it's declared. Okay, now, here are the other exceptions. Karen mentioned one where you can play a special hand called All Kong. That's where every block, the 4 blocks in a pair, all 4 blocks are Kongs. It's very rare. It's 10 fawn. It's a max hand. A limit hand is what they call it. So All Kong, that's a special hand. The other exception is if you declare Kong and you take a replacement tile from the flower wall, some people call it a Kong wall as well, if that tile gives you your winning hand, you win on the replacement tile, you get a fawn for that. And let's see, the final thing is that somebody else can get a fawn from your Kong tile. If somebody is ready to win, they can rob your Kong if that is the tile they need to win their hand. When you declare, it has to be the moment you declare that Kong. So it is very rare, and it is called robbing a Kong. Let's see, where is it? It's under win. Robbing a Kong, tile extending a Kong at the time of exposure. So you have to claim that Kong tile when the player extends a Pung that's been declared to a Kong. That's the other way somebody else can get a fawn. So that is everything about Kongs. Now, let me say one more thing about Kongs. In a private game, live game, when I played live with a group, anybody who declared a Kong got a quarter. So you got an immediate payout, which is a house rule. So some groups will reward a Kong because you're exposing your hand. Although sometimes you can declare a concealed Kong and all the tiles would be upside down and nobody knows what you have. So that might be another reason why you would want to declare Kong, to get an automatic payout. That's not part of this rule set though. That's a house rule or a variation. Okay. Robbing a Kong. Yes, robbing a Kong. All right, so let's go play at a real live game with players, humans. Okay, my just here to support and boost numbers. Thank you. That's nice. Okay, so Chasing Dan said, isn't the flower wall determined by a roll of the dice, and the player whose seat that counts counterclockwise the number and breaks the wall? That depends too on who you play with. For, let's see, for Hong Kong Mahjong, East rolls the dice, and then they count around the table the number on the dice, and then that other player will count right to left their tiles to break the wall and create the flower wall. So they count from, let's see, is it, oh my gosh, I haven't played in a while. Let's see, right to left. So if I rolled a 7, I would count right to left 7, pull those to the side and push out the tiles to the left. And then those 7 on the right become the flower wall. I think in some groups, East rolls the dice and they count on their own rack as well. So I think it depends on your group. 7 stacks. Karen says, and then replenish the flower wall from the adjacent wall if it gets under 7 stacks. Yes, that's one way. The other way is that players don't create a flower wall and they just pick off the back of the wall, and you pick and discard through the entire wall. There's no flower wall. You just pick off the back of the wall. My last group that I played with, that's the way we played. We didn't build a flower wall. We just picked the replacement tiles off the back of the wall. Okay, so let's find a 0-point table and play with humans. Here we go. We'll just play a quick Mahjong. Okay, let's see how it goes. Okay, so let's see. We're waiting for 2 players. Here we go. We got one. We need one more player, and then we'll play. It's going to be a quicker game because we're going to be on a timer now. In the other game, we were able to take our time. This is a 7-second timer, so we have 7 seconds to make a decision. If you don't make a decision quick enough, the game will discard for you. So here we go, 0 points. We're in East seat. We have our own flower, so we already have a fawn. We have 3, 4, 6, 7, 8 in BAMs. Then we have a 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 9. I say we let the West go.
West.
Let's play any mixture and go for the quickest win possible.
North wind.
I'll just train myself
White
to play 0-point hand. We'll take whatever
8
comes.
dots.
Right now the 2 crack is isolated, so I would say that would be a good discard. Also, tiles on the edge, 1, 2, 3. Okay, there. So here we have a 8 BAM. We have a 6, 7, 8. Let's chow, because we're going to break a chow, but the tiles that remain will make a chow, even though that is a closed weight. We need the tile in the middle. This 9 dot is
9 dots.
isolated too, so the 2 crack and the 9 dot have no purpose at the moment. So right now
2 bamboo.
we have both pung and chow potential, except with the 2 crack.
9 characters.
Oh, and there's a 9 dot.
9 dots.
All right, that would have been a good pair. Yes, this is a 0-point table. You can identify that by clicking on this wind bar, and it'll drop down and tell you what the wind is. 1 dot. So we have a 1, 2, 3. If we do a 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, it'll leave two isolated tiles. So we're gonna let that go. So let's discard 2 crack.
2 characters.
1 character. 2 characters.
So right now this 7 crack is isolated. We can do nothing with the 7.
1
So
character.
unless we draw something for it, that'll go.
7
So now we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can build up. from here. We have a 1, 2, 3 chow, and we can do a 3, 4, 5 or a 4, 5, 6.
6 bamboo.
This is called a side wade. Oh, someone's got a win already. So, yeah, we just didn't have enough picks. They have a 0-point hand. They went for a quick win. They have their flower, but the tiles in their hand have no value because they're in north seat and they have a pung of souths, a pair of east, and then they're mixing a chow and bams with a pung and cracks. So that's why they have no value in their hand. Let's play again. Also, Karen says you can't create a chow with them. Right, no chow with winds or dragons. So you couldn't do a red, white, green dragon and say it's a chow. The chows are only with number tiles. Bams, cracks, and dots. Okay, wow, look at this. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 pair. That's a setup for all pung, but it takes a lot longer to build. So in this case, I think we should try for chows. Let's chow 4, 5, 6.
Chow.
And then we're in south seat. It is east round, but this single wind is not going to help us. We can pung the 3, 8, 3, 3, 8 bam, 3 crack, 1 dot for
West wind.
a chicken hand. And right now we have no flowers. If you win with no flowers, that's a fawn. Because it's kind of hard to do. There are 8 flowers.
Green dragon.
So if you try to win before you draw a flower, oh, we just got one. And it's not ours, so we lost a fawn. If we had gotten a south, it would have been an even exchange. But we got a 1 flower, so we lost a fawn.
North wind.
That's okay, though. So let's see. Everything's tied in at the moment except the 6 crack.
6 characters. 8 characters.
Oh, hi, Hanasu. Welcome. We're playing Hong Kong Mahjong. There's no Furitan in Hong Kong Mahjong.
Chow.
Oh, discards in front is Ricci only. Oh, okay, you're answering somebody. Sorry. Thanks for coming to the live stream, by the way.
5 characters.
Oh, the 7 crack.
7 characters. 7 dots.
Oh, shoot. Oh, I keep getting prompted by Adobe.
7 dots.
Seriously? Okay.
Chow. 3 bamboos.
3 bam. Let's pung.
Pung.
We have pung potential everywhere in there, even a chow potential. Let's let the 1 bam go.
1 bamboo.
Thank you, Hanasu and Karen, for helping with questions. I really appreciate it.
4 bamboos.
Hi, Anak. Welcome. It's good to see you here.
1 dot.
Oh, let's pung.
Pung.
Now we're going to discard 9 bam, and we're ready on a double weight. We can win on a 3 crack or an 8
1
bam.
bamboo.
3 crack or 8 bam will give us a win. And this will be a 0-point hand.
1 character.
Unless we self-pick. If we self-pick,
2 dots.
we'll get a fawn for that. Or if we we get our own flower maybe. Let's see what happens.
3 dots.
So self-pick or a flower for our seat or season
9 bamboos.
would be nice. Otherwise, we'll take a chicken hand.
North wind. 7 bamboos.
Oh, green dragon. There's 1 out.
Green.
Oh, look over here. We have a player with all
7
dots out.
bamboos.
That is called Gaozheng, 9 showing.
Bamboos.
Oh, look, we got it. Mahjong.
Mahjong.
So we're going to get 0. We're going to get a win. We got 0 fawn, but we got 4 points because everybody paid us 2. Or no, 1, and then the discarder paid us 2. Sorry. Okay, let's play again. So it's a pretty relaxed game. It can be a challenge, and it can get complex if you're going for big hands. All right, we've got all green belts here. A hand worth 0 fawn. Woohoo! Oh, a chicken hand is when your hand has no value. 0 fawn, which is allowed at this table because it's a 0 fawn table, 0 minimum points. We're the dealer, so we have to discard. These, east is our seat. We have this, let's discard the wins because the number tiles are more flexible, and we have single honors, which are wins and dragons. And you can do nothing with them. At least with number tiles, you can pair up or use them in chows. So in this case, I think I would focus on number tiles and let the honors go. I hope that was the right thing to do there, Hanasu. Would you have agreed with that move? And Karen, what do you think about that? Would you have let the east and red go, or would you have discarded the 6 crack?
3 bamboos.
Oh, 3 bam. 0 point table. Let's pung.
Pung.
Okay, now let's look for isolated tiles. The 4 is isolated and the 1 is isolated. Let's let the 1 go because it's on the edge.
1 bamboo.
The 4 is
1 dot.
could maybe be used with 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, but the 1 could only be used with a 1, 2, 3.
East wind.
Or a pair, kind of like the 4. So now we have a chow in there, 1, 2, 3. So the 6 and the 4 are isolated. So let's let the 4, oop, yeah, I guess it's 6, 1/2 dozen the other, because 4, 5, 6 are the 3 middle numbers in a sequence. So it's kind of 6, 1/2 dozen the other, I think, with that tile.
1 character.
Red dragon.
Okay, Karen says she would have waited to try to pair up one of the honors. Honors are the least useful tiles as singles. That's kind of what I was thinking. Look, we paired up our 7. Let's discard the 6.
6.
So at this point, we're 1 away from ready. We can chow 7, 8, 9,
Chow.
or we can use these as potential pungs and a pair and chow the 8, 9. So we're 1 away from ready here. 7 crack. We have no cracks to go with that.
7.
Right now, the 8 dot is the least useful. It's a pair.
Dragon.
Couldn't we pung those, Hanasu? We could pung those and discard the... We could pung one of them and discard the 9 and be ready on a 7. That's what I was thinking.
Wind.
I'm thinking we could chow or pung. I would, if we get a 7 bam or pung one of the 7, 8, I would discard the 9 and be ready to win. That would have left you a single 7
5
at,
dots.
at the time you wrote it. Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, because of the 7 dot, I had just drawn that 7 dot.
White
Yes, I agree in that case. Oh, good.
White
I
dragon.
learned.
9 dots.
Okay, so there's a chow. Now, do we chow and discard and be ready to win? Let's chow.
Chow.
So we have a chow 7, 8, 9. Now there's an 8 bam out. Let's
8
discard that and we're ready on a 9 bam. One of the things, I met a gal from Hong Kong Mahjong,
2
and
bamboos.
she told me that 1s and 9s are the best single weight because players are typically going to be discarding edge tiles like 1 and 9. So let's prove that theory and see if it works. There's a 9 crack now. That is out though.
9
So I know this is a single weight.
9 dots.
I had 7, 8, 8, 9. Should I have done something different?
1 dot.
Would you have done something different with that, Hanasu?
4 bamboos.
We're ready on a 9 bam. 6 bam is a middle tile. I'd rather wait on an edge, I think. That's my thought process.
Bamboos.
I had 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, and took the 9, leaving me with a 7, 8, 9. Was that the right thing to do?
4 dots.
Mahjong.
Oh, we got a winner. One player had a 9 bam. They had an 8, 9 potential chow. So here we have another chicken hand, 0 points. They have 1 fawn with their flower. They're in south seat, and they have a number 2 on their flower. So that's why they have a value there in their bonus tile. And then they are mixing pungs in different suits with the chow. They have a 4, 5, 6 chow. The 4 was their winning tile. So that's why they have 0 value in their hand. So this player, same thing. They're going to have 0 value for their hand. They're in west seat, and they have their own flower. So they would have gotten a fawn for the flower, but the hand itself has 0 value. And then this player had all chow potential. So they have a 1, 2, 3 chow, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7 potential chow, 2, 4 potential chow, 8, 9, and then an isolated 2. So they had potential for all chow, mixed suits, which would be 1 fawn for their hand. So they would have had value because they have the same pattern in their hand. And then the flowers, let's see, they're in north seat and they have a 4 flower. So they have their own flower. That would have totaled, if they had brought that to fruition, that would have totaled to 2 fawn. Okay. Oh, good. The chow was good. Just referring to having a pair in the middle of a chow is not useful because you can't pung it without breaking the chow. Brilliant. Yes. Yeah. That makes sense to me. All right. So let's try to find another 0 point table. Let me know when you guys want to play at a 3 fawn minimum 8 point table. We can do that anytime. That's going to be a longer game. Okay, here's a Hong Kong Mahjong, 0 points. Okay, we need 1 player. 0 point table, so we're going to go for the quickest win possible, even if it means 0 points. So for Hong Kong Mahjong, there's really no chicken hand per se. It's just a 0 point hand. You don't get any value for your 0 point hand. In another version, a chicken hand is actually hard to get because there are so many scoring elements, and that would be for Mahjong competition rules. A chicken hand is worth 8 points in that version because there are 81 scoring elements, and it's really difficult to have no fawn in your hand, no pattern. It's harder than you might think. For Hong Kong Mahjong, it's pretty easy to get a 0 point hand. It's just a matter of whether or not you get there quick enough. So we're in east seat. We have a pair of V's. I say pung of seat wind, and the 8 bam is the only isolated tile. We'll discard that. And let's try for pung of our seat. And it is the wind of the round, so we'll get 2 points for that. So we're going to pung, and then we're going to take whatever comes first. So at this point, we have a pair of 8 in there, and we have chows everywhere else. Oh, there's a 4, 5, 6. I think it's 6 one, half dozen the other. Because we have a pair of 6, we could maybe build the 4, 5 to a 3 and do 3, 4, 5 and use the 6 as a pair. There's a 3, 4, 5 now. We have a 3, 4 side weight. So let's let the 8 go, the 8 dot.
South wind.
Okay, Peg votes for 8 point. Karen votes for 8.
North wind.
All right. You could play an 8 point
East
minimum quick table. Yes. Yes, we could.
White dragon.
So here we have a really nice
9
set of blocks. We have a 3, 4 side weight,
Hung.
4, 5 side weight, pair of 6s, and a 3, 4, 5. There's a 2, 3, 4 now. 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 4. Okay, let's discard Oh, we need a pair in here still. Uh-oh.
6 dots.
Okay, so I didn't know whether to discard off of the side weights or let the 6 go, because this is a side weight too. 1, 2, 3. They're all side weights, so it felt like a 6 one, half dozen the other. Although there is a 3 crack out, maybe I should have discarded the 4 crack,
Win.
the 4, 5 crack. This is where I get flustered because everything is tied in and everything is a side weight. So what do you do?
9 bamboo.
This is where I struggle, and this is where chows can get complex.
Red dragon.
So we're looking for
9 bamboo.
2 through 6. I just discarded a 6 dot.
Bamboos.
Double chow, yes, although you don't get any value for double
9
chow.
dots. Green dragon. 9
So we have a
bamboo.
pair of 6s, and you've got to have a pair.
Characters.
There's the second 3 crack out. Let's see if we can get a pair
3 dots.
in here on one of these sides.
North wind.
Okay, there's a pair, but it's not the right place really. Oh my gosh. Let's discard 6 dot or 6 crack.
Characters.
The 3 cracks are out. So we have a 4, 5, 6
2
chow.
characters.
We have a 2, 3, 4 and a 4, 5, or we can maybe use the 4 as a pair and chow the 3, 4. Oh, there's a pair now. Oh gosh. Oh, this is where I really struggle. 4, 5. We already have a 4, 5, 6.
4 characters. Chow.
This is where I struggle.
2 bamboos.
Oh, that's our tile.
Pung.
Oh, a pung. Okay, so now
8 characters.
there's only one more 2, and we could maybe
character.
do a 5 bam there. We already have a chow, 4, 5, 6, so let's let that go.
8 bamboos.
Can't keep it all. That's true. You can only chow from the player on your left or draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, this is a replenishing wall. You can see the dark tiles.
Kong.
Okay,
1 character.
we need another 4 or 1 dot, and then we'll be ready on a side
1
weight,
character.
or a 2, 5 bam,
character.
and be ready on 3. No, we don't need that. Okay, now there's a 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's let the 4 dot go, and we're ready on a 2 bam or a 5 bam. So we're ready on a side weight. There's one more 2 bam out, and there are 3 5 bams left.
North wind.
And so one or the other will give us a win. We've got Mahjong, 3, 4, 5. So there's our win. So we got a self-pick win, and we have the wind of the round, and we have our own flower. So we got a nice little hand here for fun. We have a pung of our own wind, pung of the wind of the round. We have our own season, a number 1 spring tile, and we self-picked our winning tile. That's why we have 4 fun. Okay? What about a ping? A pung? 3 of a kind? Pungs and kongs can come from anyone. That's correct. So shall we play at a 8-point table now? To find the 8-point tables, you can click on the NP column for minimum points, and it'll sort that column for you. And you can see, be careful here, because you want to make sure that you're going to commit to the type of table you're joining. If you play in a round, you can see there's numbers here under rounds, 1, 2, and quick Mahjong. Quick Mahjong means 1 game. 1 means you're going to play wind of the round, or 1 full round. 2 means you're going to play 2 rounds. So you're going to play, let's see, is that 4 games? Let's see here. Let me just click on here. 1 round. The thing about a round is typically 4 games, but if East keeps winning, they keep the dice. It's called dealer repeat. and that game can go on for a while if they keep winning. When East loses, then the dice go to the next player. And then when the dice get back to the original East, that completes that round. So you never know about winning streaks or losing streaks, I suppose. So let's see if we can find a quick Mahjong with an 8-point. They're rare. Usually the 8-point tables are around. I have a hard time committing to those because you never know how long they're going to go. But if we want to play, we gotta commit. Unless we try to do a quick Mahjong table with an 8-point or create our own table. Let's try to create our own 8-point table. So we're going to do, here's Yellow Mountain, I'm going to name it, and then we're going to do 250, and then we'll say minimum points is 8, so that's 3 fawn. And we want to do a quick Mahjong. So let's see if we can get anybody to join us. And if we see an 8-point minimum table show up, we'll add a quick Mahjong round. Then we'll abandon this table and join them. But right now everything's around, and that could commit you to an hour or more. I mean, it just depends on how East does. Thank you again to moderators for helping with chat. I appreciate it very much. So I don't know how long we're going to have to wait. Oh no, that's a 0-point table. Shall we join a round? We might as well. I don't know how long this is we're gonna have to wait. Tempted what, to come play? Oh, come play. We're playing at 8 points, so you're gonna have to have 3 fawn, but your go-tos are all pung, half flesh, full flesh, or you could do half flesh, full flesh, all pung, really half flesh and all pung. Those are the 2 quick go-tos for 3 fawn. You just have to focus on those 2 patterns. Oh, Karen plays 8 points. Do you want to come and play? No pressure. I don't want to miss the commentary. Oh, Jenra. Okay, that's Mary. Mary joined us. Very nice. Thank you, Mary. So, yes, this will be reposted. So if you're just joining us and you haven't already, look for a link in the video description below for this quick reference. This has Plet has joined us. She plays American Mahjong primarily, so good for her. So in here is just a quick reference of the scoring. And that's in the video description below. So we're looking for one more player. And we're going to need 3 fawn. That's 8 points. Okay, here we go. We got our players. All right. We get 7 seconds to make a choice. We got to get score. Now, this is going to be a longer game. The decision making is still the same, 7 seconds. But it typically will take longer to build your hand. So you can work on improving the patterns in your hand. Here, we are going to be an underdog because we have mixed suits, although we do have a lot of winds and dragons, even though they're singles. So here I think I would discard the 9 dot
9
and
dots.
try for maybe a half flush, even though there's an east and a south out and now a green dragon. If we pair up in time, we could pung and go for a half flush with either cracks or bams. We have 2 potential chows with the bams, and we have 1 potential pung with the 3 crack or a 2-3. So let's focus on bams and or cracks and see which we get and go with one of
Green
those.
dragon.
Oh, that's okay, Karen. Thank you for trying. So we're hoping to build up. Now let's see. Okay, 7 bam. Let's chow and focus on bams. Okay, now there's an east and north. There's 2 green dragons out, so let's discard
Green
that.
dragon.
There's only 4 of every tile.
2 bamboos.
I would still like to pair up these. Now we're in west seat and it's east round, so the south will bring us no value.
8 bamboos.
Oh. So at this point, we're trying for a half flush, so all these cracks
Two
are going to
bamboos.
have to go because we've committed with a chow. We can make 1 more chow and then we need to pair up. So we're an underdog in this game.
3 dots.
Now there's a bam, so we're going to
South
hoard it.
wind.
We're just going to keep every bam we can get and try to build some blocks.
East wind.
3 in a sequence or 3 of a kind. Hopefully
One
we'll draw
bamboo.
bams.
7 dots. East wind.
So Peg, you would have gone for bams with 2 potential chows.
6 dots.
There were 2 blocks there and only 1 block for cracks.
2
Because we could either pung or chow. And now, of course, we
6
keep getting
dots.
dots. And it looks like everybody else is discarding
9
dots. There's only 1 crack out. So people are holding cracks. I'm thinking I should start discarding these cracks because there's only 1 out. It looks like multiple players are going to be in cracks. So I'm going to let those
8
go.
characters.
See the delay there? Someone's going to take
Chow.
it. There's a chow. The player on my right chowed cracks. I need to discard these as quickly as possible because I won't be able to use them and win.
3 dots.
Unless we just switch to defense and hoard them, but eventually we're probably going to have to discard them.
3 characters.
So let's see if we can offload them before they're ready.
Chow.
There's another
3
chow.
dots.
When they hit Mahjong 9 showing, we'll switch to defense.
2 dots.
So let's just see how that goes. Well, all chow self draw would only be 2, and we have no flowers
3
of our value. So we would not have enough points to win if we did all chow self pick. Self pick is only 1 fawn.
1 character.
Uh-oh.
One character.
Okay, so one crack. Now that's a safe discard. Let's let the 2 go.
2
They already have a 2, 3, 4. Let's hope they don't need it.
Pung.
Oh, now this other player. There's the other crack suit.
North wind.
So the 1 crack now is safe. The 6 is okay too though. So let's hold the 1.
7 dots.
Now that could still be used. Oh no. Oh good. This 1 is a completely safe tile because there are 4 2 cracks out and 3 1 cracks. So that's a completely safe discard. So is the east.
East wind.
We have a pair of 9s now.
North wind.
So we could pung or chow. We have 1, 2, 3 blocks with our bams alone.
9
And then we have 1 block out. So these now though, oh there's a pung. Okay, so 1 crack, we'll let that go.
1 character.
So this is going to be the risk now.
4 bam.
We're in the end game, 4 bam. We could, I would let that go because we could chow. There's 2 blocks in there. But because we could do a 2, 3, 4 chow or 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6. If we
6 dots.
punged that 4, we would have been left with 2 isolated tiles.
3 characters.
There's a 3 bam now. All right, now this is going to be risky. These are all fresh tiles. Let's let the west go.
West wins.
That's ours. Nobody wanted it.
8
Okay, now we have 2 risky tiles here. And we're heading towards a full flush at the moment.
7 bamboos.
We need to oh, this is going to be risky, discarding these dragons.
9 characters.
There's a 1 bam. Okay, here we go. We're going to let 1 go.
Red dragon.
Oh, Pung! Yay! Pung is better than Mahjong.
8 characters.
Okay, now here we go. There goes the other risky tile. Hopefully no one will win. Okay, Pung is better than Mahjong.
Red dragon.
So here, we still don't have another block in here. We have a 1, 2, 3 chow, pair 4. We have a Pung of 9s.
White dragon.
Or we could chow in here maybe.
3
Maybe
dots.
chow 7, 8, 9.
2
Oh, the
dots.
7s are all out. So we need that 9 to be a Pung. The 8 bam is of no use.
3 bamboos.
3, 4, 5. 4 bam. Let's chow. 3, 4, 5.
Chow.
We'll discard 8 bam. We're ready to win on a 4 bam.
Bamboos.
There's 1 left. Now, if we can swap that out
8
with a 6
characters.
bam, that would be better because there's only 1 6 bam out. We're ready to win on a full flush. This is 6 fawn.
8 dots.
Okay, 1 bam. That's Mahjong on the other side. We got it. This was a nice win. 7 fawn. So we have 1 suit only, 6 fawn. Self-picked our win. Our flowers have no value. 2 and 1, and we're in West C. Okay, let's see. Let's. Is this a quick Mahjong? Or is this a round? One deal. Yeah, that was nice. Okay, I want to see this flag. View players info. They're from Samoa. That's cool. Samoa. Wow. Exotic. I love those Samoan dances, you know, where they stomp. I think that is the coolest thing. They stomp and do that, you know, they get real loud. I think that's really, really cool. Yeah, that was a fun hand. And Mary's joining us again. Kapahulu from Samoa. Oh, he's just out on Lanai here in Hawaii. Are you serious, Morty? I'm Morty Pickles. Karen, you taught him? What? Really? Oh my gosh. That's awesome. Oh my gosh. 100%. Oh, that's fantastic. Tell him I said hi. Oh, thank you, Mary. She just congratulated me on that hand. I was really hoping to pair up those honors, but the single honors can really get you if you hold them to the end game. I got lucky. I really did get lucky on that one, because if somebody had paired up, they could have won. But the single honors, I forgot to look at other players' hands to see where those honors were, those dragons. So, as Hanasu said, single honors are the least useful tiles. This is one of the hashtag keepers I've gotten from him so far. Single honors are zero, are of no value, of no use. So I'm going to try to remember that. Okay, so we're playing an 8-point minimum again. So we need to find those 8 points. Look at all these cracks. We're going to go for a half flush. We have 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8. We have 2 pair and chow potential. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. All we need is one more tile to help us get that pair. We could pung and chow.
5 characters.
Okay, so we have 1, 3, 5, 6, 7 chow already. We could chow and still be left with a potential chow.
Chow.
So now we could do 5, 7, even though that's a closed weight. So let's discard 7 bam
7 bamboos.
and focus on cracks. Because if someone's tracking your discards and you're focused on a half flush, if you discard
8
the suit that you have more tiles for, we're going to pung.
Pung.
Then they won't figure out which suit you're in until you have more exposures. So at this point, they're going to figure out that we're playing probably a half flush or full flush once we have 9 showing.
Chow. 9 characters.
So the longer we hold this red dragon, the riskier it's going to get. But the longer we hold it, the greater potential we'll have to pair up and pung for a fawn.
7
Even though it would bring down our score by 3, because a full flush is 6 fawn.
White dragon. 1 bamboo.
Okay, there's a crack now. So we do have, well, let's let the bam go.
3 bamboos.
We could always be waiting on a dragon for a pair for half flush.
5 characters.
We have a 5, 6, 7.
3 characters.
All we need in here is a pair and we'll be ready to win.
5 bamboos.
Now we're going to discard a 3 dot.
3 dots.
If they're watching, they'll see that 3 dot and know. Well, now they know because
North
that
wind.
tile is turned and it indicates my suit. It indicates who discarded the tile. So they knew I threw both bams and dots, and that confirms that I'm playing chows.
East wind.
And really, when you have 2 exposures in one suit, more likely than not, you're going to be in a half flush or full flush, I suppose.
North.
Oh, no worries, Karen.
3.
Oh, he had a terrible hand. Oh my goodness. Well, it was an honor to play at his table. Oh, look what we got. We got a pair.
5 dots.
So there's a pair or a potential pung with 3,
7
5.
characters.
And then maybe we could be waiting on a 1.
South wind.
Or we could discard this red
4
dragon.
bamboos.
We're looking good here. Let's let the red dragon go.
Red dragon.
Let's go for a full flush again.
Pung.
Oh, there. Look at
2
that.
dots.
That's what I mean.
1 dot.
That red dragon, you don't want to hold on to that in the end game. And we're heading there in 2
2
picks.
characters.
Oh, that was our tile. We need
8
that.
dots.
We need a 2 crack.
Mahjong.
Oh, they got a win. Their flowers and the dragon. Oh no, they have all pung? Yeah, they have all pung, dragon pung, and their flower. Very nice. That was Mary. Okay. Nice. All pung, all 3 of a kind, and dragon pung, which we gave her. All right, let's play again. Oh, no. I would say you guys are trustworthy. I would not second guess it at all. Oh, that would be fun. I would trust your compartmentalization skills. There he is. Did I pronounce his name right? Is it Kapahulu? All right, here we go. I'm going to focus on the game. Okay, let's sort. That's that double arrow there. We have a dragon pair. We have lots of bams, single 5 crack. We're in east seat. The north has no value for us, but we might be able to get to a half flush. So let's let the 8 dot go.
8 dots.
So we're going to hold honors and bams,
Characters.
and we're going to keep an eye on north and the white dragon, because those are the white dragon's going to be a value for everybody. If anybody pairs up
2 characters.
that white dragon, oh, there's a pair now. Okay, so let's let the dots go, because now we have 1, 2, 3 pair. If we get one more pair, we could maybe switch to all pung, dragon pung. All pung is 3 fawn, dragon pung is a fawn, and we have no flowers right now. That's another fawn. So for our bams, we have 1, 2, 3 blocks. With the dragon, that's 4. We really only need one more tile in here for the half flush.
Characters.
And at that point, we could sacrifice the pair of 5s. We almost have everything we need. We just need one more tile in here. Any of these pair up here, the white dragon or the north, or we get one more good bam, we can let the 5 crack go and focus on half flush.
7 dots.
Okay, so let's let the 3 dot go now.
3 dots. 6 characters.
Cog.
All pair. We have only, one of the guidelines that I was told about all 7 pair
7 characters.
is there's our bam. So let's let the cracks go.
9
We've got-
characters.
We've got a chow, a potential chow, 3 potential chows, 2 potential pungs with the number tiles, potential chow, and a potential chow with the green dragon. We have everything we need with these tiles alone.
5 bamboos.
So 3, 4, 5, we could chow that.
Chow.
We're left with a chow. Now we do have a redundant tile. We don't need both the 1, 3 and the 3, 4. The 3, 4 is a side weight, so the 1 bam, not so helpful at the moment, except that we might be able to use it as a pair if we end up with a pung of dragons.
7 characters.
Let's let the 5 crack go, because we've got 2 players with exposures of cracks.
2 dots.
So, the guideline I was told for 7 pair is if you have 5 pair, go for it.
2 dots.
But if you don't have 5 pair, that likelihood of getting 7 pair is going to be rough. In an 8-point minimum table, though, you might get there because it takes longer to build. At a chicken hand table, 0-point minimum, that would be a push,
5
because those games are
characters.
quick and it takes a while to build 7 pair.
2 bamboos. 5 dots.
We need more. Oh, okay. I'm going to discard the 9 crack.
9.
So we might have a competitor for crack or for bams now. Although they do have 2 bams in
7
front of them. They have a pung of 7 bams out. They might be playing mixed suit all pung.
North wind.
Okay, that's one of our potential tiles, and someone's thinking about it.
Cog.
There it is, pung. So that's going to be a safe discard, actually. So let's hold the north. White dragon was just discarded. So let's look at holding safe tiles now. The white dragon nobody wanted. The north nobody wanted. The 8s are out. These are all safe. The east could bring us some score because it is the east round and that is our seat.
Red dragon.
3 dots.
Can you call in rack pairs? No, that's concealed. That is concealed. Okay, 4 dot will discard. That might be a pung tile for somebody.
4 dots.
There are no 4 dots out. We're still in the middle game though, barely. There's a pung.
7 dots.
Let's let the 9
9
go.
dots.
This player to our left is probably playing all
Red
pung mixed
dragon.
suits. They might be holding an honor, a valued honor. I think we should let this single east go now. We're heading into the end game if we're not already there.
Characters.
So we're going to let the east go and hold our breath. Oh, nobody wanted it. Okay, so that was a good discard now before somebody paired up.
9 dots.
We have a 4 flower. That's not ours. We're
3
east.
dots.
We're player 1. We got a keeper, a 9. Okay, so north is a safe discard. The H should be
8
safe
dots.
too. So the north is a safe
East
tile.
wind.
There's a pung out there, so that's a safe. These are both safe discards.
5 characters.
9 crack, it should be safe too. Oh, there are 2 out.
9 characters.
That could be somebody's pair though.
7 characters.
8 bamboos.
Pung.
Should I change the tile to
1
simplified?
bamboo.
You're having, or what device are you on?
4 characters. 1 bamboo.
So there's another. Oh, 3 crack is out in a pung.
3 characters.
That could still
9
have.
dots.
Oh yeah, no, that was a safe discard. Nobody could chow off a. Well, they could have been ready on a chow
character.
tile, I suppose, but
Pung.
they wouldn't have gotten. Oh, they're playing half
2
flesh over there,
bamboos.
maybe. So here we're doing mixed suit, all pung,
6 bamboos.
but we have 2 safe discards.
2 bamboo.
We have 3 more picks, so let's see. We could chow. Let's see. 1 bam, there are 2 out.
Chow. 8 dots.
So this 4 bam should be a safe discard. There are 4 bams out. That should be a safe discard. There are 4 7 bams out, so the 8 bam will be a safe discard
2
too.
characters.
These are safe discards at the moment.
Pung.
And we may have a stalemate with our dragon, maybe even the 9 bam, because there are none out
Dragon.
of either. Ooh, let's pung.
Pung.
This is a safe discard.
North wind.
So
5 characters.
we won't be able to win with these tiles here. We have 2 more
6
picks though.
bamboos.
There's 1 more 5 bam, 1 more 6 bam, 7 crack. That should be safe.
7 characters. 1 character. Kong.
Ooh, Kong.
White dragon.
All right, now we need to. We have 1 more pick.
1 dot. Pung. 7 dots.
No, we have 2 more. 2 bam. 2, 3, 4. 3. Doesn't matter at this point.
8 bamboos.
But we are ready to win technically. There are 4.
dots.
There are 4 3 bams out though. Oh, so here's our 9 bam over here. So that was a wall game. Wall game. Okay, let's play again. Oh, it's a MacBook Pro, so tiny screen. Oh, it's your bandwidth. No need to change. Okay. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Okay, we have a mixture. We have east, we have our own flower, that's 1. So we only need to account for 2 fawn because we have our own flower. So we got to get there. We have 2 pair at the moment. These single honors, wins, let's let those go. They bring no value.
North wind.
They're north and west, and we're in east seat. So I say
9 bamboos.
we have 2 pair that are isolated, no chow potential to split them out at the moment. Well, there's some potential there. Let's let the west go.
West wind.
So we have all chow potential, but that's only 1 fawn.
South wind.
So let's keep an eye on flowers
South wind.
and see if we can pair up and maybe go to all pung.
9
We only have 2 pair though at the moment. Now there's a dragon. Okay, so let's let the Let's let the 8 bam go.
8 bamboos.
Let's hold the dragon, because we could do dragon pung.
5 bamboos.
Well, that, with chows, that's not going to help us, though, because a dragon pung is only 1 fawn.
Chow.
And that we wouldn't be able to count any chows in mixed suits at all. We would have to go to a half flush. So now there's 4, 5, 6 potential. Oh, we need to probably pair up or play defense at this point.
7
So
characters.
yeah, I don't know how this is going to go. We have a 5, 6, 7 chow to our left. There's a 5 bam out. We will not be pairing up that 5. So I think what I would do here is play defense and try to pair up as a plan B.
3 characters.
If we can pair up in time, like I wouldn't chow here, because all chow is not going to be enough unless we get our own flour. I mean, we could try that though. Let's try it. 1, 2, 3.
Chow.
So let's try to do all chow and see if we can get our flour. Let's see. There's one more one flour. Now this is risky, because if we do not get that flour, we'll be stuck.
9 bamboos.
So let's just see what happens.
6 characters.
There's a 2. So we're going to try to do all chow.
4 characters.
Maybe we can do all chow self-pick. We do have our own flour. So if we do own flour, that's 1. All chow, that's another 1.
3 dots.
And then we could maybe self-pick, and that would be 3.
9 characters.
Okay, now there's a pair and a potential pung. Let's let the 4 bam go,
4
because we have a pair with our 1, and then a 1, 2 potential chow. We have a 4, 5, 6 bam, and a 4, 5 potential chow, or 5, 7 potential chow. Our pair is the 1 dot. So we're getting close. We're going to try to do all chow self-pick.
pung. White
Or
dragon.
if we get that one flour,
9 dots.
our flour, if we can get our flour, then we can do all chow with 2 flours. That would be 3 fawn.
7 dots.
Let's see.
7 dots.
Okay, here we go. Let's see what
7
happens.
characters.
7, 8, 9, 9, 3, 8. 8 is out, and no 6s are out. Let's let the 9 go.
9 dots.
So there are 2. There's an 8 bam out, 8 dot, 2 7 dots. No 6 dots are out. We're looking for a 3 dot or a 6 dot,
East wind.
Pung.
or our flour, of course, because then we could claim a discard, and
One
instead of
character.
being focused on self pick.
North wind.
We got a 7, 8. Oh, and I got rid of the 9. 1, 2, 3. We need that there. Let's let the 8 go.
8 dots.
All the 9 dots are out,
5
and
bamboos.
we need really a 6 dot and a 3 dot specifically at the moment. And it would be really nice to draw. Okay, what? 7 bam. We already have a 4, 5, 6, so we're not going to break it. We got a 4. We already have a pair with our 1. 4, 5, 2, 4. Let's let the 7 go.
7 dots.
There's a 6 dot out. It's 6 1, half dozen the other, I think. We have a side weight with the 4, 5. We have a closed weight here with a 1, 2, 3, or 2, 3, 4. We have a Mahjong on the left now. There's a 3, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 pair. 5. What am I doing?
5 dots.
1, 2, 3. I think I messed up. I did. I was supposed to. Wait,
5 bamboos.
I messed up. I was supposed to discard.
8 characters.
I messed up, I think, on that. Uh-oh. Now I'm really confused. 1, 2, 3. I don't think we have enough points. Uh-oh.
4 dots.
we don't have enough points to Mahjong. We would have had a false Mahjong there.
West
Self-pick, but we're not all chow because we would have had a pung and chows. We would not have had enough points. Let's see.
Bamboos. Con.
Now I'm confused. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I threw away. Let me see. 2, 3. We need a 3 dot now.
8 bamboos.
We need a 3 dot to win. We need to self-pick 3 dot.
North wind.
And I threw away that 5, so I messed
3
up.
bamboos.
I think I should have thrown away the 2 dot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pair. Let's see. 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my gosh.
4
This is where chows can get complex. So we have a 4, 5, 6, a pair of ones, a 1, 2, 3. We have a closed weight. Okay, that's not Mahjong for us. We don't have enough score. We need a 3 dot. We need to self-pick a 3 dot to win. All chow, self-pick flower.
South wind.
This game will test you. Even though it says Mahjong, we're not qualified because we don't have enough score.
7
We have all chow here, ready on a 3 dot. We need to draw it or we need to get that flower. Oh, now we have a side weight. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now let's let the, either way we need the 3 dot because all the 6s are out. Whew, it'll keep you on your toes, these chows. We need to self-pick a 3 dot still.
2 characters.
8 bamboos.
5 characters.
Uh-oh.
Chow.
Ooh, chow. Yay!
6 bamboos.
Okay,
1 dot.
we need our, wait. No, we can't take that. We don't have enough score for that. That would be a pung.
North wind.
4 crack is safe,
4 characters.
I think. That's the 4th one. It could be a chow.
Chow.
I got lucky. Now they have Gaozheng and there's one more pick.
Mahjong.
Oh, there's a win. Oh, nice. Genra got it. Miss Mary, very nice. Okay, wow. All right, so here we go. Let's try it. Let's play again. We might be able to play 2 more games. That was sweet. Last tile. That's actually a fawn. Last tile in the wall is a fawn. That was nice. One, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. Did I mess up? 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. Well, but we needed to self-pick though. We still didn't have enough points because we had all chow and 1 flower. That's only 2 points. If we won by discard, we would have had a false Mahjong because we wouldn't have enough points. Okay, let's see if we can win. It would be nice. I mean, winning isn't everything. It feels good though. I have to admit that. I do like to win. Okay, we have a split here. So we've got single honors, 2 foreign dots, 4, 5, 6, 8 crack, pair 4 bams, 6, 9. We have a long road to haul. We have no flowers currently, which is a fawn, but that is a risky fawn to bank on because the minute you draw a flower, if it's not yours, you lose a
9
fawn.
bamboos.
All right, so now look at this even split here. We're in north seat, it's east round. Let's let the dots go.
8 dots.
Let's focus on cracks or bams
Pung.
or play
7
defense
bamboos.
because this is not good.
4 dots.
So we're going to focus on either bams or cracks, and we have more potential with the cracks because we have 2 potential chows.
2 characters.
Even though we have a pair of 4
3
bams.
bamboos.
Oh, and now there's another 1. We can let the 2 go, though.
2 dots. Pung. 9 characters.
Pung.
Okay, we have a player in cracks to our right. That means if we discard
3
cracks,
dots.
they could chow off them. So
7
one thing
characters.
you might consider, let's be their competitor and chow. Instead of discarding crack, oh, this is a good example.
5 bamboos.
If a player wants to chow on a discard and another player wants to pung, the pung gets it. Pung takes precedence.
Chow.
So now there's only 1 7 crack. But now they have 2 exposures of cracks. And here we have
4
Mahjong.
characters.
No, I would not take that. There's another bam. Let's let the 4 go.
4
Let's focus on bams and offload these cracks.
Chow.
Or switch to, oh my gosh, there's Mahjong.
4 bamboos.
So there's 9 showing. Oh my gosh. All right, let's pung.
Pung.
Oh no. Okay, 6 crack was discarded.
6
Plus they
characters.
used a 4 5 6. Okay, they are
6
east. They have 1 of their flower. 1,
7 dots.
let's see. They have, oh no,
5
they're,
bamboos.
okay, 6 dot. That should be safe.
6 dots.
I was thinking they had a bouquet, but they don't. That's when you have all seasons or all flowers, because they have 1 2 3 4, but 3 are seasons and 1 is a flower. That's another way to get score.
1 bamboo.
1 dot. Oh shoot. Okay.
1
The
dot.
longer I hold these cracks, the riskier they're going
9
to be.
bamboos.
I'm just thinking maybe we should play defense. We have only 1 block in here.
8
The 5
characters.
6. There's another 3. Okay, so I say we play defense.
9 bamboo.
Because if they're in 1 suit, that's going to be expensive.
North
That's
wind.
why there's a warning. That's why there's a house rule in a live game. Not here, but in a live game, a lot of people play with a house rule called Mahjong, which means 9 showing. Oh my gosh, now I'm tempted. 8 crack is out.
8 characters.
So Mahjong, when somebody has 9 tiles showing in 1 suit, if they are in all 1 suit,
7
and you
dots.
discard that winning tile, you pay for the table.
3 characters.
Oh, 8 crack. That's a
8
good one.
characters.
Now, okay, there's 2 3 cracks out and 1 5 crack. So we're just going to
1
keep an eye.
character.
Now, they discarded a 1 crack.
9 dots.
That could be telling. That could mean that they're in a half
2
flush.
characters.
Maybe. 1 crack they discarded. So we'll discard
1
it.
character.
7 bamboos.
Mahjong. I think it's spelled Gowjung, and it means 9 showing. So they have 3 exposures, 3 of 3 tiles.
Right.
That's 9 tiles. So they have 9 showing in 1 suit. That's what that means. So there's 2 3s out. Let's let it go.
3 characters.
Uh-oh.
Chow.
Oh, okay, well, I'm not discarding this 5. Forget that. Now, they have what's called a naked wait now, because they're probably waiting on a crack.
3 characters.
Oh, okay, 7 dot.
7
Oh,
dots.
my goodness. Oh, bye, Terry.
7
Thanks for
bamboos.
coming to the live stream.
Chow.
Oh, my goodness.
West
Now
wind.
that could be an honor. He could have a dragon or a wind in there, but I don't think I'm going to risk it. I'm not going to discard a 5 crack because he could be waiting on a 5 crack. That's the only.
Character.
No, it could be he threw a 1 crack, so I don't think that's it.
North wind.
There are only 2 5 cracks out. He's probably waiting on a 5 crack. Okay, so we're not gonna take that. We're just gonna write it out. He could be waiting on a red dragon, for all we know. There are no red dragons out. Oh, now we're gonna, let's see. One bam was thrown recently.
One bamboo.
We have another player with Gaozhong. Everybody's Gaozhong but me. And there's the winning tile. Oh, they're waiting on a red dragon. Okay, well, so we tossed into a all chow half flesh. Very nice. I think I had all risky tiles. I had a red dragon. I was afraid to throw the 5 crack. I had bams. We had Gaozhong with bams. They needed a 1 bam or a 4 bam, but the 4 bams were out. So anyway, I maybe could have discarded probably the 6 bam might have been a better discard for me. A 6 or 7 probably would have been a better discard than the 1 if I had thought about it, but I think I was distracted by Gaozhong. All right, we'll play one more game. Hi, Laura. Good to see you here. So you say it's difficult to keep track of who's discarding what when the random discards. It hides a lot of what you're doing, so it's safe to discard what you don't want. They are chow hounds. Okay, so let's see how it goes with this next deal. We've been getting a lot of like maybe 1 or 2 pair and then 3 and 4 of each suit. That's a rough start at an 8-point minimum table. So let's see what we can do. We'll see. We're going to be in South Seat, and it's East round. I think all the games are East round for quick Mahjong. Do we have a spectator? Why is this game not starting? I wonder if somebody's a spectator. This game should have kicked in. That's kind of strange. Oh. Huh. I wonder if they have to be a minimum belt. Maybe that's what we were waiting on. I think that's what it was, maybe. Okay, here we go. All right, let's see what we have a start with. No flowers is our start, and we have 4 of each. Well, we have 3 dots, 4 bams, 4 cracks, single honors. We're in East Seat. West and South have no value for us. So, but we need to focus on something. So let's let the 9 dot go and see if we can push a half flush, because we need to come up with 8 points. Bams have 2 blocks and cracks have 2 blocks. We could do 2, 3 chow, 5, 6 chow, 1, 3 chow, in cracks 7, 8. So it's going to matter what comes in. And here we have a bam. So I would go with bams,
7 dots.
bams and honors of any combination. That's probably what I would push. Right now, I mean, we could maybe have played all chow, no flowers, self-pick. That's risky. That's a risky plan, because the minute you draw a flower, if it's not yours, you lose that fawn. And then banking on self-pick, although I knew a player who used to do that all the time. 7 bam. Let's go ahead and chow.
Chow.
So let's just see what we can do.
6 dots.
Plus your bams aren't closed weights. Well, we have a chow in there now. That's true. We have a chow or a side weight, at least one. Yeah, the 1, 3 is a closed weight. We need the 2 in the middle. The 7, 8 crack is a side weight.
9 characters.
Let's just see what we can do. Should we just try all chow, self-pick, no flowers? Let's try.
Chow.
We'll try it. Now I wish I had kept the dots. That's what I get for waffling.
5 bamboos.
So we're gonna try for all chow self-pick, no flowers. So let's cross our fingers for no flowers. No flowers are our own flower.
4 dots.
There's one Okay, there's a 7. Let's keep number tiles.
South wind.
So yeah, I vacillated. There's one flower left. There's a spring out. And that's what we need. We need a 1 flower or no flowers. Otherwise, we're going to lose a fawn.
1 bamboo.
So let's just see what happens.
2 dots.
Oh, we got a keeper.
West wind.
Okay, we're actually ready to win on a 7 crack. If we self-pick 7 crack,
6
we've got it.
dots.
2 bam. Okay. Okay, that's a double. That's a complex weight. Let's let the 7 go.
7
So
characters.
now we're ready on a 2 bam or a 4 bam.
6 bamboos.
2 bam or 4 bam, self-pick, no flowers, all chow.
2 dots.
2 bam,
8 dots.
wait, that's not Mahjong. 2, 3, 4, 2 bam, 5 bam. 2 bam or 5 bam.
5 dots.
2 bam or 5 bam, self-pick,
Red dragon.
and we can win.
9 dots.
That's not Mahjong.
South wind.
We need 2 bam or, there's only 1 more 5 bam left.
1 bamboo.
So we have only 2 fawn at the moment. We have all chow and no flowers. That's 2 fawn.
Green dragon.
We have to self-pick. Or,
Dots.
let's see. No, that's not Mahjong.
8 characters.
Yeah, 2 bam or
6
5 bam, but there's only 1 more 5 bam.
East wind.
3 bamboos.
No, that is not Mahjong. We would not have enough points.
East wind.
We need 2 bam or 5 bam self-pick.
3 dots. Red dragon.
Green dragon.
4 bam. Okay, that's a better. Oh wait, no, we don't want to do that because then we would lose all chow. If you lose, oh, and we got a flower, so we lost a fawn. Yet we can't
4
win
characters.
unless we draw that. Nope, our ones are out, so we're done. That's the risk
1
with
bamboo.
having a flower. We don't have enough value, so we can't take that. All right, so I think we're defense at this point because I don't think we could win.
4
There's no way to
characters.
win because we have no flowers to count on. They're both out. And we needed that flower or no flower fawn. So we're defense now.
White dragon.
The flowers have to bring value. If it's not your seat, you get no value. There's only 2 flowers for each player, and both of them are in use.
6 dots.
This player to our
One
right
bamboo.
has both our flowers. So we're going to pass. We're just going to play defense. Okay, so the 8 crack was recently discarded.
8 characters.
So we are playing defense. We're playing for a wall
3
game.
bamboos.
So 3 bam nobody wanted, so we can escalate that.
9 bamboos.
Yep, flowers are a problem. Okay, so 3 bam nobody wanted.
3 bamboos.
Let's see. 2 nobody wanted the 2. 7 8 there are no 8 bams out. So we'll see what
4
happens.
bamboos.
The 2 bam is probably our safest discard right now. 5. This is not Mahjong. Okay, 1 crack. 2. Okay, let's discard 1 crack.
1 character.
So 2 bam nobody wanted.
6 dots.
You'll yell at him for having flowers. Okay, green dragon. Green dragon. How many are out? 3. That's safe.
Green dragon.
Feels strange to discard a dragon in the end game, but they're out.
Red dragon.
That's out too.
1 character.
All right, now the 2 bam I think might be good because nobody wanted it and that was just
Ow.
discarded. Okay, there's a 1, 2, 3. The 1 crack. Oh,
East wind.
okay, 9 dot. Oh, that's a good safe tile.
9 dots.
There could be a chow there though. You got to be careful with
Yeah.
chows because a single chow tile could help somebody win.
Two dots.
I was hoping that was a
1
2.
dot.
I was hoping that was a 2. Oh, 1 dot. Perfect.
1 dot.
We're skating by. So we have one more pick. Oh, good, good, good. That'll be a good discard.
One character.
3 dots.
Oh, south. None are out, are they're all out. So that's a good discard.
South wind.
6 characters.
And yeah, we have no more picks, so we got through. A wall game.
5 dots.
Maybe. Oh, yeah, we got a wall game. All right. I think that's going to do it for the live stream. That was fun, though. I think considering my tendency to go for big hands, I think I did all right. I did deal in a couple times, but it is a great game if you focus on defense and try to focus on improving weights, finding a way to the quickest win while not discarding the winning tile. It's a fun game, and if you haven't tried playing at Mahjong Time, look for my email in the video description below. I can send you information about their VIP trial. It really is the best place to play online. 5 ways to play the game. We have Hong Kong Mahjong, Taiwanese, Mahjong competition rules, Ricci Mahjong, including, I believe, 3 different versions. Washizu, Sanman, 3-player. Washizu is the clear tiles, and then there's also, what is the Akadora game called? I think there's a name for that, but I forget what the name is. And then we have American Mahjong using National Mahjong League rules. Let me click on me because I think I have the player info for what the Ricci. Well, let's just go look. Before you go, push the thumbs up on the video. Thank you, Pam or Peg. Thank you for that. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Moyer. T. Moyer. Oh, Ricci Mahjong. Here we go. Let's go see. EMA. That's European Mahjong Association. WZ is Washizu. Then we have Sanma. That's 3-player. And Ari. Ari, that's the one I forget. Ari is when you have red 5s. That's called Akadora. So that's a lot of fun. The next time we play Ricci Mahjong, I have a surprise. I'm hoping. Cross your fingers. So, yeah, Ricci Mahjong. That's a great game. So Mahjong Time has 5 ways to play. It's fantastic. I really do enjoy it very much. So I hope you all had a good time. I sure did. I always do. And it was really, really nice to meet your husband, Karen. And it's good to see you in here, Laura. Thank you for coming, Peg. Evelyn, nice to see you here. Terry came by. Pamela was here. Dan, of course. Jocelyn was here. Maya came. And then we had, let's see, who else joined us? We had a guy named Barry. Barry came by. I think that was the first time I've seen Barry, so unless I'm mistaken, let me know if you've been here before. So it's been a real pleasure playing tonight. I've enjoyed it. And I hope I'm doing better with my focus on the game as opposed to socializing. Please let me know in the comment section below if you think I'm playing in the right direction. Because I really do want to... I want to have a good time myself, but I want viewers to have a good time too and not be distracted by banter. So I think I'll be able to find a happy medium. It'll just take me a little while to learn how to manage. So I hope you had a good time. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, consider subscribing. Click the little gray bell if you do. That way you'll get notification for when I post new videos, and you won't miss an opportunity to learn a new strategy or pick up an insight to the game that could give you an advantage at the table. Between now and the next video, may all your picks be keepers.